Come on. You gonna come off there? Golly, how tight was this thing? Do. Hello, everybody. Why is this not coming off? Oh, that's not bad at all. That is. It's actually extremely good. Well, might be a little questionable. If you're just joining, I am cleaning my spinning reel. Okay. Hello, Dale Snyder. How's your day? I am from Indiana. Right now I am currently cleaning my fishing reel, my spinning reel. Where are you from? Alright. This isn't really too bad. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Dirt off. Okay. Oh, right on. Okay, cool. Yeah, I know exactly where Salem is. I know exactly where Salem is. It's actually about, I don't know, maybe like 40 miles from me? I can't remember. I know I went up there, it was maybe a few months ago, and the highway was closed at some point, and I had to take a detour. I think it was Highway 60, I believe. If I remember correctly. Oh, this is a lot dirtier than I thought it was going to be. Good Lord. This is my first time cleaning this reel. I've only had it maybe about, I don't know, 7 months maybe. Giving this reel some love. I'm going to put some 2-pound monofilament on it due to the extreme cold weather we're about to have. I use monofilament during the winter, and it doesn't hold water. Braided line holds water way more than mono. It just beads off the mono. And when you're throwing braided line in the winter, it likes to freeze up when it holds in that line. This one actually isn't as bad. I've had some way worse dirt in my reels, plurf. This really isn't that bad at all. But if they do get dirty, it's because I use them a lot. I think you can vouch for that. Right now I am putting some reel grease on. Getting all the little crevices. Okay. Check this out real quick here. Get inside of here. How's everybody doing today? Oh, you fish the Ohio River all the time? Hey, that's right up the road from me. Literally, like right up the road from me. I fish there quite often. If you actually go back to my actual videos that I post, there's quite a few Ohio River videos that I came out with. Yeah, I saw that walleye plump. That was a beaut. That was a chunk of a walleye. Oh, right on. That's awesome, Dale. Yeah. Right now I'm working 60-hour weeks until the end of the year. So I only have one day off, and I gotta like cram everything into one day that I would normally span out in three. And oh, you thought I was queso? That's hilarious. And yeah, once I get back on my normal schedule, I will definitely be at the river more often, and hopefully we can run into each other or make plans to actually go down there and fish. Yeah, I'm not queso, but that's hilarious. He's quite a he's a little bit bigger fellow than I am. What's up, Aaliyah Hawkins? Sorry, I didn't see that comment. 196 and 2 years after that, I'm going to Disneyland. Hey, that's cool. Do you, boo boo? Italianness. Okay. Can everybody hear me all right? I got a. This is my first time using this mount with the selfie light. I don't know. I think the mic is kind of a little bit covered. Okay. All right. I think we're good on this part. Jam it right back on in there. A little bit more real grease right here, just for good measure. Put the top back on, man. You want to jump on the cat tune with me? You talking about catfishing, Dale? Ooh, smooth. Smooth. Look at that. See if I can do it faster. Oh, yeah. It is actually the Shimano Sedona. It's the Sedona. The Sienna is like 20 years old. Hold on, let me, yeah, here it is, right? Boom! Yeah. The Shimano Sienna. I've had that. I've had this thing since I was like, maybe like 19 or 20, I'd say. And I'm 38. My day's good. How's your day? I didn't feel too good at work, so pretty much slept and went home. But other than that, I was just drank some orange juice, kind of chilled out for a little bit. You're like 5 years older than me, Plurf. You was a baby when I was a toddler. Oh, right on. Got a pontoon. That's pretty dope. Stuck some just a little piece of tape on this to hold the line down and get the grime off of it. Seemed like it wanted to come off when I first wiped it off. That's awesome though, Dale. Hopefully sometime in the future I'll be able to afford some type of watercraft. I have a kayak, and I will be getting another kayak soon and getting rid of my kayak that I have. And then since I'm getting older, it's kind of starting to get a little more rough on my body by traveling on the kayak. So I'm going to obviously be looking for a bigger piece of watercraft. You could fish anywhere for any species. What would it be? Oh, hands down, steelhead. Or any type of like trout or salmon, or like big enough trout like that, or any type of salmon. I've never caught any salmon. I've caught steelhead, but No salmon, no cohos, no kings, no scamanias, no none of that. Okay. Or I would try to go for um I wanna me and Midwest Scarfish have talked about a couple times in conversation potentially Lake Havasu. I don't know if you know about Lake Havasu, but the red ears there are like this, like pound and a half, 2 pound red ears. That would be amazing to do. We've shot out the idea. Lake Havasu, I think, is in Colorado. Maybe. Actually, you know what? I don't know. I think it's Colorado. Don't quote me on it, but I think that's where it is. We shot out the idea. I mean, obviously, it would take a lot of planning to travel that far west, you know, because I got a kid, he's got two, he's got a wifey. I may have a wifey someday. I probably will. All right. Like a glove. Tight, like a glove. You restore boats? That's good to know because I know people that actually start having problems with boats. Would love to go up to British Columbia and kayak out and get on some lean cod. That'd be dope. I would be down for something like that. If it's a any type of like fight like a steelhead trout, I'm all for it. Or even more of a fight. I'll take those too. Right on, Dale. Yeah, I can do that. There's a lot of I know quite a few people with boats. I'm like Squin. All right. Got this put up. Got it cleaned out. What's going on, Lamont? I am about to go grab um, the line. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Was watching on the TV but can't comment. It's all right, dude. Do your thing. Great deal on boat. Well, once I start, I don't know. I'd say I'll probably start looking for a boat within the next, I'd say year. Say year or two, depending on finances, obviously. I actually, I traveled to Lake Gunnersville back in October, and for me to be able to rent a boat down there, I had to get my safety certification up here due to the fact that you don't need all you need is a driver's license up here to operate a boat. As to Alabama, they actually have a boating license that you need or something that is equivalent to it. And I ended up having to take a test It was a long, extensive test about boat safety, and then I got certified for boat safety, so I was eligible to operate a boat in Alabama. And that was fun. I did it for the sole purpose of my vacation. My father and I go down to Lake Guntersville twice a year. We go in the spring and the fall, obviously. Try to get on one of them big ones down there. And this was actually the first year that I operated a boat there. Normally, we are on foot. And if you're wondering what I'm doing right now, I am putting line on my reel. I mean, I might not need the money. I want to make sure that like everything is top notch. I'm wanting to not have to worry about too much. You know what I mean? Like, I know buying a used boat, it may or may not come with problems. I want to, build up some money to have something good. If I'm going to go with the route of a boat, I want to make sure that it's good. Okay, I'll be right back. I need to go grab some scissors to cut this on. This 2 pound braid is, or not braid, but 2 pound mono is thin. This will be my first time ever using 2 pound mono. But I'm doing it for the sole purpose of panfish. I like to stick a little piece of tape on there, especially with this Sedona. The reel itself is smooth and doesn't really catch line like that, and you got to tie a really tight knot. But I always put just a little piece of tape on the end, just for securities. All right. Oh, here we go. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Come on. Wow, this line is thin. What brand line I have? I bought some Excel line from Bass Pro. Midwest Scarfish said it is not great, but I am going to go ahead and use it anyways due to the fact that I already bought it, and I'm only having it on this reel for the cold season. So it's only going to be on there a few months. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Lamont. Of course I do. I think I'm good. Okay. What is it doing? Why are you doing that? Is it twisting? It might already be twisting. Might be too small of a line. Once it catches, it'll go. I think it just caught. Golly, this line is thin. What is a trick you use to prevent twist in your mono when spooling? Putting it in hot water for like 10 minutes before you put the line on. I picked up some reaction tackle 4 pound ice mono. Just see how it does with crappie. Oh, the 4 pound mono will be fine. I think it'll do good. Come on, get off of the spool. There we go. Golly. It's like hard to get it to catch. It's starting to catch a little bit. I think I just got it. I think I just got it. Uh-oh. Let's see here. That's the main trick that I would go with. I've tried that, but it's kind of been like whatever. Like I've put. Good lord. There we go. Come on. Why is it being weird? It's like wanting to go everywhere else but. So thin too. I'm gonna stand up for this. Good lord. You definitely have to hold on to this line to put it on. Good night. Where are you? There we go. There we go. There we go. Cooking with hot oil now. Yes, it is. This is the Mafia rod. Do 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 do. This is where I just go how. What do you mean how? Like how on what? How I couldn't hold on to this 2-pound line because it's so thin. Make sure my drag is good. Oh, that's too tight, too tight, too tight. There we go. Oh yeah, that's the business right there. When all the line goes stupid and nothing I did would have caused it to go down. It's especially with mono. Mono is got a lot of memory, like a lot. That's why I suggested the hot water. The hot water takes away the memory of it. So far, we're cooking it. It's getting on the reel. So thank God I only got a rocket for a few months. How's everybody's evening? What setup would you use if money wasn't an option? Oh, that's a good one. I would probably get me some type of. I'd probably I'd probably get a St. Croix. You know that I don't really mess with too much of expensive stuff, but I do have expensive stuff, but not like you know G Loomis or St. Croix or none of that jazz. I feel as though I don't need to because the stuff I buy feels just the same, and sometimes it's even better. I've heard of people snapping them St. Croix. Not much going on. Just watch the Louisville game go cards. Oh, well, lucky you're my friend because I do not like you well. I am a Kentucky Wildcats fan, which you probably already kind of knew that since I think I've worn some Kentucky t-shirts around you. Yeah, I mean, myself and Midwest Scarfish had always talked about getting St. Croix and getting G. Loomis and stuff like that, and we just, I don't know, we just would find what we felt that was in our budget that is just as good. You know, like this Mafia rod. You know, Jeff says it feels like a good St. Croix, and that is. But I do know that I love this Mafia rod. Rivals can be friends. Yes, they can. And you are my friend. I'm wondering with this 2 pound line if I can get this whole spool of line onto the reel. It's like 300 yards, I think, but it's so thin. And 2500 series isn't really meant for 2 pound. That's more of a 1500 size reel. Frenemies. No, no, no. Kentucky's not doing as good as they could have been. So I'm just cutting it as a loss. I'm a realist. Well, I don't know. That is kind of a tough question though. Like I would I know like certain Dobbins are really dope. I've seen like people use those, and those are a little bit out of my budget, but maybe I'll get a wild hair at my ass one day and just walk into Academy and buy an awesome rod. On Team Sports Ball all the way, can't get it to watch. I like to play that. The Sienna is really nice. Are you talking about the Shimano that I have? Need more cleaning tips for reels, to be honest. Well, I only got like with this reel only being like 6 months old. I just did an outside cleaning of it. No, the Dobbin Sienna. Oh, I don't know anything about it. I just know that Dobbins are apparently a good rod. I've been more of a. Oh God, I've had so many. I mean, I'm sitting here looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. About 25 rods. That's my BFS rod. All right, that's awesome. Have you ever seen my BFS rod? For panfish, I love my Tattooed and Revros. Oh yeah, Revros is a good budget reel. Oh, hold on a second. Let me put this line on. Almost done. It's getting there. Yeah, let me put this line on, and I'll get my BFS combo. Where's Midwest Scarfish? He is not watching me. Well, wake up, fool. It's Modelo time. I'm almost done now. Look, bro. Hey, I just want to tell you all something. With Ashton saying that he was gonna fish Monday, I started crying. I was like, "Oh, this is a perfect setup right here." Hey, Chia, I'm putting the 2 pound mono on the Excel. Feels like it's coning a little bit. Push that down just a little bit. Oh well, whatever. If it cones, it cones. I'm only using it for a couple months anyway. Hold on, Katie. Let me let me get my BFS. This was found at Bass Pro out of nowhere, and there was literally only one. Ha ha! Johnny Morris Carbon Lights. It is a bait casting rod that's a medium light. And I love this thing. I love it, I love it, I love it. I do excel at things. But yeah, it's a 7.2, or sorry, 7. It's a 7 foot medium light, 1/16 to 1/2 ounce, uh, 6 to 14 pound test, medium action, fast. And the reel is Cast King Zephyr, straight braid. I use it for the creeks, for topwater. Actually, I just use it for creeks just in general. Anytime I go, it goes with me if I'm not, if I don't have the spinning gear with me. But yeah, this Cast King Zephyr has caught some big fish. Plus, I love that the drag system actually clicks. I don't know if you heard it, but it's like, that's awesome. As you know, on most bait casters, they don't. It's quiet. But yeah, look, I even got a, I got a 16th ounce with a Slabalicious on the end of it. Hey, I kind of did steal it from him because he had eyeballed this rod, like, I don't know, maybe like a few days before I'd seen it, and I'd walked in there and I was like, hey, they have a medium light Johnny Morris Carbon Light. I was like, man, that would be perfect for a BFS. Well, guess what? I had the money and I bought the boy. All right. We add a little bit more line to the spool. And then we going to call it a day. But yeah, I love that BFS setup. Definitely. That's what I do, like my smallmouth fishing and stuff when we go to the creeks. That's what I use. That's what I bring with me. If I were to use it on the Ohio River with the hybrid striped bass and all that jazz, it would be a hell of a fight. Out of my mafia rod go to for crappie and bluegill and just pretty much panfish, yeah. A couple years ago, I was using the Mafia rod to saugerfish down at Silver Creek, and I got a couple videos on that. But other than that, yeah, I use it for just panfish. Sometimes I'll hook into something that's not a panfish, and it'll take me for a ride. But so far, the rod's handled it pretty well. And I'd say, well, the one that I have usually with me is the Daiwa. And which setup do you have you wish you gave more love to in your collection? This one. But the reason why I don't give it as much love is because one of my friends slammed my back door and cracked my eyelid off. I've used this thing 3 times. Hold on a second. And I probably will give it some more love this year. I replaced the eyelet at the top, but yeah, it is a Lose Mock Pro combo, but it's like gray and yellow. I've used this thing 3 times. That's it. I probably need to switch the line on it. Ironically, have braid on there. I don't remember why I put braid on there though. But this is a 7.2, throws a 1/4 ounce to 1 ounce, 12 to 25 pound line. It is a medium heavy, fast action. Yeah, I've used this thing 3 times. I bought this combo because it was on sale. It is a 7.5 to 1 gear ratio on the baitcaster. And yeah. I didn't do it, I promise. What did you not do? That's what I need to know. What have you done and what are you not doing? It seems as though that I was trying to throw a football jig last time that I I fished with this. That's a stout hook. I don't know if you can see that. Look at that boy. Look at that boy. I'm trying to think of why I tied this on. Been through humble folks, I was getting a big head. Oh no, Chia wasn't the one. It was this one guy. What's crazy is that we had went to this guy was like, "Hey man, let's go fish," and I was like, "Cool, where you want to go fish?" He goes, "Cops Lake. I'll buy your way." And I was like, "Ah, all right, whatever." So we do, and we caught catfish, and then like he wanted to drink a little bit afterwards, and then I guess the liquid courage kind of, you know, the liquid courage got the best of him, and he got mad and slammed my car door on my rod tip. What's going on, Tony? How's your evening? Yeah, it wasn't Midwest Scarfish. We're actually pretty careful with our stuff. The stuff that I use, that you see me with whenever we go out on the water and stuff, I've had that stuff for years. That's why I kind of wish that I gave some more love to some of my stuff. I'll probably end up taking this Bumblebee combo out at some point. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's awesome, Tony. I like to hear that. We're sitting here talking about fishing, and I just got done putting a 2 pound test on my spinning reel. Well, I cleaned it and then put the 2 pound test on my spinning reel, and now we're just talking about some of my combos and certain stuff like that. Sorry, I have a thing for giving inanimate object names. I accept all hand-me-downs. You know what? I got 4 6.5 foot rods that I am willing to give you because I don't think I'm going to use them. So if you want them, Lamont, I can give it to him. Just trying to next season. I do a lot of salmon fishing and striped bass. Ooh, salmon fishing. We actually talked about that right at the beginning of the video. That is a fish I've never caught. I've caught steelhead trout, which is about the closest thing that I've caught to a salmon, because them things are brutes. Striped bass, like pure stripers, I've only caught some maybe like this long, like pure stripers. Now, hybrid striped bass, if you watch my videos, I get into them quite often, and I've made plenty of videos just on that alone. And one of my favorite bites is them on top water. Let's see, no, I haven't shown them anything. Okay, just one more thing. All right, let me show you what they are. I'm not gonna sit here and give you some bunk ass rod or anything. All right, so I'm grabbing 4. 2 of them are pretty much the same rod. These were given me, I think, by Jeff, actually. I think Jeff gave me these rods. Let's see here. Salmon and steelhead are the best. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I want to say these may be bait casting rods. That's what it's looking like. Do you have a bait casting reel, Lamont? This one right here seems to be... Is it a bait casting rod? I don't think it is. I think this one's a spinning rod. Yeah, it's a spinning rod. I got a 6.6 spinning rod. It's called Bulldog Rods. It's meant for shaky head. If you don't know what a shaky head is, it is a bass technique where it's a weighted worm, or it's a worm with a weight at the end of it, but the weight hits the ground, you wiggle the worm, it shakes. 6.6. Yeah, I didn't know this was shaky head specific. Yeah, I'm hoping to get on them too in the spring. Well, Lamont, the only way you're going to find out is actually buying one and trying it. You're going to have to at some point if you're wanting to buy bait casting gear. But I do have that spinning rod. I can give you that one spinning rod. You're getting a lot better at casting your spinning rod, by the way. Not trying to critique you or anything. You've been catching fish. Look, see right there. Plurk done coming in clutch. She done got a reel for you. How much battery am I burning up right now? Oh, this ain't doing nothing. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Get on them in the spring. Good luck tonight, cuz. Oh, I'm not going fishing tonight, Michael. I'm in for the night. We're getting a cold advisory. It's supposed to be in the wind chill's supposed to be in the negatives. Plus I got to work in the morning. I don't know if I'm ready for bait casting. Yeah, Lamont, like I said, you're gonna have to get one. You're gonna have to try it. I mean, that's how we all did, you know. Oh yeah, hey, yeah. Oh well, good luck to you too, I guess. I thought you were talking about fishing. That's what I'm talking about. I accept advice of all sorts. I mean, yeah, dude, that's the only thing I can tell you on that aspect. You just go buy you like a budget friendly baitcaster, you know, and then spool up, throw it, you know, get used to it. Maybe watch some YouTube videos on it, and you know, get dialed in, and then you'll be whipping around baitcasters before you know it. You got your first steelhead. Did you almost crap yourself? Yes. Oh yeah. Oh definitely. Oh one. She said, "Keep that rod up," and I was like this, and that fish was just shoo, 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 completely out of the water, completely exposed, and it was an awesome fight. Yeah, I don't know if you all read that, but uh, what's it? Yeah, I don't know if you all read that, but myself and Midwest Scarfish are going up north. We are going for 3 days, 4 days, Christmas night. We're gonna go see his family, and we're gonna get some fishing in. And I am gonna turn it into a three-part series. I'm gonna film one day, then the next day, then the next day. Everything. I'm talking about the scenery, hopefully the fish catchers. Yeah, it's just a beautiful atmosphere up there. I love the way it looks. Yeah, we're leaving Christmas night, and we won't be back probably until like Sunday night. Well, Sunday morning, Sunday night, whenever he wants to, whenever we decide to come back, I guess. Yeah, steelhead jump so much. I'm talking about rockets. Pew, pew, pew. They do not care. You watch a steelhead video, I mean, they're thrashing immediately. Them head shakes are no joke, and they will dart off on you, and they will break your line. So you gotta know your drag. I shouldn't say it's more of an advanced type of fishing, but if you don't know how to work your drag, you don't know your drag system, that steelfish has already won. Well, what I'm taking up there is this, which you've probably seen Midwest Scarfish use it because he has one as well. And that's this bad boy. The Mafia rod. The 10-foot jigging rod. This thing is long. It's a two-piece. Look at that. I mean, yeah, I'm probably going to use this because chances are we're going to start off with drift fishing. That's the way that I've caught them when I have caught them. Uh, that's when I was talking about going to Bass Pro and potentially buying another reel, but I was too afraid to because I was going to spend too much money. I was going to buy a new reel specifically for that rod and to specifically use for steelhead because I don't really. I mean, it's a jigging rod, so you vertical jig, you know, out there. But the longer the rod, the longer your bait will go. And with that being said, you know, drift fishing, I just open up my bail, let it go. When I see that bobber go down, close that bail, set that hook. Now there's a fish that's 5 feet out of the water. That's kind of how it goes. You go steelhead fishing, try a pink jig with white tail on it. It works good. the time that I went up there with one of my buddies, he had a pink and white. It's called an Oslo, and it is just a huge rooster tail like this, but it was pink and white. He threw it on top of the steelhead's head. Saw it. He was sight fishing. Saw it. Dropped it. It bit it, and then jumped out of the water about 5 or 6 feet and snapped his line. And it was hilarious because he underestimated that fish pretty much. It was quite funny to see. Both myself and Midwest Scarfish were there for that one. And we went up on the St. Joe River. I've been up there a few times catching steelhead. But it's one of them it's one of them fishings where if we skunk, I mean that's very, very possible. You know? We're going up there with the high hopes. Yeah, it snapped a 100-pound swivel like that. Boom. Dropped it. I was just like, yeah, it's no joke. Them fish are no joke. I want to say that he had some high pound braid too. I mean, like 40 or 50-pound braid. Snapped it within an instant. I was just like, oh my Lord. I underestimated them fish. Even though I had already caught one prior to that happening, just seeing all of that happen. Okay, so yeah, Midwest says it's 60 pound. It was 60-pound braid. Snapped it. I mean, instantly. You heard the pop, and then Caleb was just like, no. And then we just look over, both me and Midwest. We see this fish go, shoo, like that, with the Oslo sticking out of his face. He hooks it, but it just moves. Them fish move so fast that he had no time to react to it. It was going to snap that line regardless. Because I'm almost guaranteeing if he saw that fish, then the fish saw him. So you need to get 80-pound braid? No, that's what I was talking about with the drag. The drag, knowing how to use your drag. I can't remember what I used last time. Chia, what size line did I use? I want to say it was maybe 20-pound mono or something. It wasn't braid. I know that. I can't remember. Maybe 20-pound mono. I can't remember. That was 5-6 years ago. So you want them to run. Yes, you do. You want them to run and tire themselves out because if you try to horse it, you're not. Actually, you know what? You're not going to horse a steelhead. There's no way. It's going to, the fight is something tough. You're not going to be able to, how we catch the crappie real quick and everything else. No, that's not the way that steelhead fishing goes. No way, no how. What time is it? Okay. I got about another 20 minutes. Yes, Caleb was way too close and way too personal. All right, Lamont, I'll see you. I'm off this coming Friday, and I won't be out till later on that Friday because I'll have Jackson with me and everything else. But I'm also thinking about taking off that that Saturday, the next day. I'm thinking about taking a half day. And so you might see me out there if you all are fishing on Saturday. What is that, Caleb's story? That's Caleb. Caleb's the one that had the bait break off on him when he put it in front of the steelhead's face. The second steelhead I caught was a chunk, though. Shit. What was it? So I caught one day while we were up there. Then we slept. Well, we partaked in some libations, so to speak, myself and Midwest, while Caleb slept. Woke up a little late, but we got up, and then we went fishing on Caleb's boat. By the way, this was on when Caleb had his boat. We went fishing on his boat. Oh man, what happened? I don't know if that was the first one I caught. That might have, yeah. The first steelhead I caught was after a complete and crazy hangover that I had. The next day after that, it started to rain, and we were on the boat, and we were drift fishing, and then the bobber went down, and I set the hook, and people that were already fishing there the day before on their boats were like, again? Because catching 2 steelhead in 2 days is like an awesome feat, really. Even catching one ever in life is quite a feat. You have to be all gentle with them when you catch them like rainbow trout. Um, no, I mean, I don't know. I'm not too big on trout anymore. Like when they stock up and everything, like it's almost too easy for me. I don't know. It's weird because literally all you have to do is throw a rooster tail or damn, there's some dog hair everywhere. All you gotta do is like throw a rooster tail or maybe some, you know, I don't know, trout magnets, stuff like that. Here in Oregon, they've got to be thin clipped to keep. How about there? Oh, you're from Oregon? That's awesome. Got to be thin clip. What's thin clip? Are you talking about the steelhead? Because I know that shit. What do they call it? Like from a hatchery, the fin clipped. Okay, all right, yeah. They have some up there. I think one of them that I caught had the fin clipped, if I'm not mistaken. I'm almost positive one of the steelhead I caught up north had the fin clipped because we were talking about it. We had it in the boat with us. It was either myself who caught one or Midwest Scarfish, who was also in the boat, that caught one. The adipose fin is the one they cut off. I know. I know we were talking about. We had the fish in the hand, and we were talking about the fins being clipped. And actually, Caleb was the one that had the fish in his hand. He was like, "Hey, this is a. I forgot what they call it. What do they call it, Midwest? Is it? Damn, I can't look it up on my phone. No, I won't be able to look it up. Is that how you know stock from the wild? I believe so. I think that's what that means. Either that or released from hatchery, maybe. I'm not too knowledgeable on that aspect of it. What I do know is that we were able to keep the steelhead. I kept 2 steelhead, and Midwest Garfish kept his. Actually, I gave one to Caleb because Caleb did not catch any that whole time. I caught 2, Midwest caught his, and Caleb skunked. So just because Caleb led me on his boat to fish, I gave him a steelhead for him to eat. We could keep anything caught with the hook, but we generally like to let the ones go that have a fin. Yeah, and there's also weird rules about what hooks you can use with what baits there for steelhead. Like I think it's like you can't use roe, like salmon eggs, with a treble hook or something. It's something weird. They have kind of weird little rules for steelhead fishing, but other than that, I mean, just drift fishing. I caught one on a bag of roe, and then I caught one on a piece of shrimp. Or native versus stocked. I'm not sure how they roll with it up there, to be honest. I mean, we're at the bottom of the state. We just know what's native and stocked up here. I just know that a steelhead fight is awesome. And I would like to go up there to potentially go for coho salmon, king salmon, skamanias, stuff like that. When we go up north, I'm also taking another rod with me to potentially go for some bigger walleye. And I know smallmouth kind of smack up there too. I want a bigger smallmouth. Looking forward to heading there. Oh yeah, I can't wait. We're expecting like a bunch of snow up there. Like there's obviously snow up there. I think tomorrow it's supposed to be like 11 degrees. I think, give or take. But yeah, if you don't mind me asking, what state are you in? I'm in Indiana, and where we're talking about going is northern Indiana, southern Michigan area. Steelhead travel up the St. Joe River from Lake Michigan. I think that's what it is up there. Yeah, so that's the only closest place that I can even go for anything steelhead or cold water species type trout or any of that jazz. But I live in southern Indiana, and we usually go for crappie, bluegill. I do bass fishing. I mean, I kind of do everything around here. I go for bass, walleye. Sometimes I'll catfish, but I like to catfish when it's hot outside, like summertime, like night, and just want to chill after a day of fishing. I like doing that when I catfish. Bass, crappie, bluegill, red ear, hybrid striped bass, white bass, saugers. Like the last video I did, I went sauger fishing in 29-degree weather. Still have my heart set on getting on a muskie at some point. Yeah, I mean, muskie and stuff live up that way too. That would be awesome to get on, but I do not have gear to be able to handle them. I don't think that I'll be like, I don't have anything more than a medium heavy, and it's already like automatic heavy rod that you need for muskie and pike. I would like to catch both of them. I've never caught either one of them. It's so wild that like they stocked up Hardy Lake down here in southern Indiana with muskie, and that they are a true thing and actually existed. On medium heavy all the time. See, I don't know if I would trust myself with it, at least like starting out with it. Oh, Indy Yak Angler. Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, he does. I was just, I don't know. Like anybody else I've seen that is automatically heavy. So, I don't know. Maybe it's a comfort thing. If I feel like, I mean, I got plenty of medium heavies. I just showed off like what, 4 or 5. But yeah, I would like a muskie too. I want to catch. Isn't there like two different types of pike? Isn't there like a northern pike and I don't know. I just know they kind of look similar to each other. By the way, I'm putting these rods back. I'm still here. Okay. Yep, that and pike uses the St. Croix Bass X. That's a Tula League bait caster. Yeah, pike and muskie are different. I don't know their patterns. I've seen videos of people having like cameras underwater that are filming baits being reeled in and muskie and pike chasing them, and it looks like the baits are huge. It looks like the line is thick. I would assume that they're using heavy, heavy stuff. Yeah, I know pikes are smaller. Muskies, boy, they get big. They get big. All right, so what I'm doing now, since I've already got this line on this reel, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off and then run it through the guides, tie my bait on, and then that'll probably conclude this live. Yeah, I saw like the videos I see. I mean, it's stuff that I've never even thought about using. That I would feel that is damn near too big. It would pretty much like we get gobbled up in ocean fishing or something. Might be the only time they ever get used. Well, you never know. What's wild is that like around here, even if like you use a big bait to go for fish, the fish always tends to be small. I think small fish bite bigger stuff more than big fish do. I think big fish bite smaller stuff. That's where I'm at with it. Yeah, this line is thin. Mega Bass Mag Draft. Yeah, I don't. Is that the one you gave me? The trout colored? When we were working on Midwest's boat? I feel as though that was a Mega Bass swim bait. I need to look for that thing, unless it's still at Chia's. Yeah, you had two Mega Draft swim baits, and you gave me the option of which one, and I chose the trout colored one. It was rainbow trout color, which I do believe is still in Midwest's house. If not, then it's in the back of the CRV. I got so much crap in here, anyways. This line is thin. It's going to take some getting used to this. But then again, the nano fill that's on the Shimano Sienna is real thin too. I don't know if you heard me talking about. I don't know. Nanofill stopped producing line probably before you started fishing, Katie. I would assume it's been a few years. But that Nanofill, that white line on that Sienna, that's the truth. That's why Chia was like, "Hey, might as well use the Nano." There we go. Do 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 do. Hold on, I'm coming back. Quite possible, just not comfortable donating that to Ohio River. Right? Hold on, I'm almost done with this line. I think I missed the top eye. Yes, I did. All right, there we go. Hey, it was expensive. Oh my lord! I think it was what, like $40 a spool. Hey, but it was the truth though. With that white line that's on the Sienna, Katie, I could probably cast to your house from my house with that line. That nanofill was the truth. They just gave me a dog I couldn't take home. Who? Yeah, the nanofill was something tough. Berkeley nanofill. We used like 6 pound. They had 6 pound, 4 pound, and they had 1 pound braid. The 1 pound braid was just too thin though. But the 4 pound, perfect. Perfect for anything. I caught a bowfin down at Blackston Mill on an ultralight combo. Actually, it was when I had an ultralight rod. I've broken a couple ultralight rods. Yeah, I had an ultralight rod, that Shimano Sienna with 4 pound nanofill. You want to talk about a fight? Are you still talking about that dog? See, I'm out of the loop. What dog are we talking about? I still want to catch a bowfin. Yeah, yeah, they fight hard. It fought for a minute, but the fact that I caught it on an ultralight with on 4 pound nanofill was quite awesome. Yeah, yeah, bowfins are awesome. All right, that's cool. Like I said, I will be Friday. I won't fish until later, probably like closer to the night bite, maybe like 3 or 4 o'clock. And I think that I will go into work Saturday until 1 o'clock because that's pretty much a half day, and then I'm just gonna leave from there. So I'll probably hit the river depending on the weather. Obviously, I need to tie something on this. See if I got a 30-second out somewhere. I'll just tie this fence pin on just to stretch out the line. That's also another thing I like to do too, Katie. I totally forgot to tell you that. I like to tie my bait on my line after I spool it and then put it on the hook keep to stretch out the line because you know that like obviously it makes it straight. That kind of helps out too with curly line depending on what bait you're throwing and how much it weighs. I would believe that they're good eating, but it's weird to target them. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of like I hate to say this, but it falls in like along the line of like trash fish stuff. We don't like. I don't know what both ends are gonna hit. I would assume probably you know along the lines of every other fish, pretty much. Yeah, we've never caught them in the river. I don't think I've ever even seen one pulled out of the river. It's always been uh damn it. It's always been in the creek. Okay. Sorry, I was checking my messages. Yeah, when we go up north, I'm turning it into a 3-part series every day, whether we catch fish or not, because the scenery is beautiful, and I want to get all the footage I can of it. Might have to go here in a minute. I'm gonna take his dog out. I gotta switch my laundry out. Good lord. Switch my laundry out and I guess chill out until I have to go to work tomorrow. Why are you being weird already? There we go. There we go. Done and done. The Shimano Sedona is laced up. Back on the Mafia rod. We have a boat now. We'll go for everything. You damn skippy hippie. By the way, Katie, there's a very good chance that I will be buying your kayak around February. So just hold on to it for me and I'll commandeer that for you. Let's hope that truck is up and rolling by then. Yeah. Oh yeah, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. At some point, Midwest, gotta switch my brakes. I just need the tools. I'll do it myself. I just need the tools. I gotta take that lug nut off. That's what I need. But I know if I take it to a tire shop, they're gonna be like, "That'll be $400, sir." And I'll be like, "Why?" It was. No, I haven't because I've been working 60-hour weeks, Katie. I have one day off to get all my stuff done. I want to do it myself so that way I'm not paying that much because I know how to do it myself. It's just stripped. The lug nut's stripped. So either I'm going to have to torch it off, try to cut it off, or hope that an impact gets it off. Once that happens, it's easy peasy. I'll switch the brake pads and be done with, you know, uh, I'll be done within an hour. You know, at least with the front brakes. It's only the front brakes, so luckily it's not the back ones. But no, I'm not done yet. I've been working and sleeping and fishing. That's literally it. Oh, I forgot I got that other one over here. I'm gonna start bringing Bumblebee out more. That's a good nickname for this, by the way. Fell asleep? What do you mean fell asleep? How many times you gonna fall asleep on me, dude? How many times? Well, transmission range sensors suck because you can't test them. Is that what you thinking what's wrong, Midwest? With your truck? Hang tight, I'll be right back. I'll be white black. What you doing, baby? All right. There we go. That was what was wrong with my car. You want to see the puppy? She's not allowed in this room, so I have to hold her. Because obviously there's a bunch of fishing stuff in here with hooks and whatnot, but I'll go pick her up. I might throw my back out because she's like 75 pounds. Birdie, come here. Oh, come here, you horse. Oh. Say hi. Big old doggo, look. Say hi. Hi. Oh, yeah. All right. Now that you said hi to everybody, you got to get out of the danger room. Come on. Go. Oh, she's ridiculous. Well, once I get done with this, I'll put it in the group chat. I took a picture of her earlier and it was hilarious. Ugh. She's heavy. Like, say, I'm 2 years old. And lazy. She's lazy. We're lazy. Ungodly lazy. I think I'm about to go in a minute, though. Let's see what time it is. Yeah. Oh, it's all good. I love dogs, too. If she was smaller like she used to be, I would have been like, tickling her belly. But now if I pet her belly, it's mainly if she's laying down because obviously she's heavy. Say, I was a horse too. She's a good dog though. I think I'm gonna have to stop here in a minute. I gotta switch my laundry and I gotta get some food before I go to sleep tonight. I'd snuggle her too, but she sheds like crazy. She sheds like, like once every month. Like good shed. I have invested a good amount of money in lint rollers. At least a few $100s. Nice talking to you a little bit anyway, everybody in chapter. Have a good day. Stay bent with your rods. All right, Tony. I'll catch you on the next one. I'll be going live probably sometime later on this week. You'll probably get the notification if I do, or you'll just come across it and watch me talk and do fishing. Any dogs but mine's. Well, I know your take on dogs, Midwest. But you already know my dog ain't gonna do nothing to you. But I think I am gonna have to end this live. I have to get her out, like I said, and then go get some food, switch in laundry, and take a shower, and then lay down and go work for the man early in the morning. So I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.